I want to show you this particular trade you're looking out for, or you're looking at here on US 100. Now, the only reason I'm in this trade is because of experience. So, aside the whole strategy and everything, you must have experience in the market. So, experience is what I mean by coming up to the market, trading what you see, and price tend to repeat the same exact action within time. So, the only reason that I was able to take on this trade is because of the experience I had on this same pair. Everything I'm showing you is something that happened last 3 weeks. So there was this video I dropped on my channel called Knowing Your Target. And in that video I was talking about US 100 trading up to the monthly target. Using from there, I had to do a top-down analysis from the monthly time frame down to the 15 minutes, and something happened. I got stopped out in a very good trade, and similar thing is happening here. But before then, let me just take you back to the level I used to the place I did that video on. It's still on this chart. Then I'm going to tell you what happened. Then I'm now going to compare it to this price action, so you believe and understand what I'm trying to say. So let me just scroll back a little bit. Okay, this is not it. Okay, yeah, here we go. So this was supposed to be okay. Let me use 15 minutes so it will be a little bit bigger to cover up the whole market. So this is it here. This was my 4 hour point of interest. You can see this very trade here was my 4 hour point of interest. So I had a 4 hour fair value gap as at this level here. I had this box to be a 4 hour fair value gap. I was actually trading to a monthly time frame target, which was this high here. So if you've not seen that video, just watch the video a little bit, then come back to this one. You don't have to go through all the video, just know what I'm saying here. So when I got price action that Monday, because I did that video on a weekend and I was actually preparing for a new week, so I had to know my target and everything. So when I saw this point of interest here, I liked everything I saw here, but look at what happened. I saw a entry confirmation around a shift in market structure of the 5 minutes, or let me show you on the 5 minutes what I saw there. So on the 5 minutes I had my confirmation here before price came to my point of interest. That's one thing you should do. Sometimes you might have a confirmation before your point of interest. So since it was a clear one here, shift in market structure, I entered the trade just because I had my confirmation and everything was okay. It was a little bit before my overall point of interest, which was here. I had this low to be my liquidity I was looking out for. So as I got this entry, I was so skeptical about this trade because we are not trading from our point of interest on the higher time frame. And sometimes things do happen like that. So this is what happened. Price traded all the way up to a particular liquidity level, this high, traded above this high. Then it did not get to this level. It just stopped around here. But I already got stopped out because I had withdrawn my stop loss into break even because of fear. I was afraid that we might do an immediate retracement. And if you can see what happened here, price gave up to 1:5 or 1:4, but I was already out because I was not so sure about that trade. I was still hoping that price would come to my higher time frame point of interest. So I missed out that one. And if you've been following me, I also missed out the higher time frame point of interest. You can see here price swept liquidity above here, and we did not get in because this was where I had my order in between the fair value gap, and that was how I missed it. And if you can look here, after the sweep of market of liquidity here, there was no good entry confirmation. Although this is an entry confirmation, but I was not really on time. Like I did not come to the chart on time to check out this market, so I did not trade this market all the way up to this level because this was a shift in market structure I needed to join the trade. But me setting the limit, I was so sure, and yeah, it happened that way. And see, we got to our target, so all down to the target, I could not take a trade, so I just did take some. Although I got This one I got this one. It was a very short trade, but it was very very profitable because it was only 5 minutes. It was fast and everything. I closed around there. So this was where I closed. It was only 1 minute, not like a scalp. I just used that one to console myself. I just closed around here. So I did not go that far because of fear too. I was afraid. Then also, so that's it now. Because of what happened to me at that level, I'm able to take this trade confidential, like confidently. Let me show you. From the 4 hours, I have a good point of interest, just like the last time. From these 4 hours here, I have a good breaker block. Sorry, yeah, it's a breaker block because we've swept liquidity. It's a breaker block because we've swept liquidity below here. I should zoom in. We swept liquidity and we have this target of liquidity also. And we have this breaker block which I'm trying to trade from at least 50% of the block down to the liquidity level. But see what happened here, guys. Right below here, we have a super liquidity, just like the previous trade I took some weeks ago. We have a super liquidity here. We have a super liquidity here, and this is not a full um, mitigation into the breaker block, but we also had a confirmation which I will show you on the 1 minute time frame. And believe me, because of my past experience, I did not hesitate taking this trade. I did not even think about not trading the market for one. So I did not hesitate taking this trade because of my past experience. Since I had this sweep of liquidity, I saw this market structure shift here. So I just dived in the market like I was so angry. Not sorry, I wasn't angry. I was so confident about it because at most there's a sweep of liquidity. Price is tracing into this 5 minute fair value gap here. So the 5 minute fair value gap. And when I saw that, I was setting that we are going to deliver in price action to an extent, and this is what I'm expecting here. This draw on liquidity, this first one. I'm not targeting the overall liquidity that was on the 4 hours. I'm not targeting this one. I just want to close out at this level of liquidity. So just in case, I just want to close out at this level of liquidity. I'm not targeting this other one. And if you look at my chart in the past time I traded, I was also targeting the overall liquidity from that very point here, which was actually wrong. Price was just looking out for liquidity to go in and out before getting to the final or the overall liquidity. Let me show you. I targeted the overall liquidity from this level here, which did not really play out so well. So I don't want to do that mistake. See, I was actually targeting 1:9 from here. So price just came and took out liquidity around there and maybe reacted to another block at this level here. It might not be visible on the price, but you can see price did not really deliver completely. So I'm expecting the same thing here. I don't want to be so ambitious in the market. I'm not expecting price to deliver completely to this full target. So around here, I'll be exiting the market around this liquidity. That's just it. I'm able to trade this market because of experience, guys. So right now, I've adjusted my stop loss to this level because on the 1 minute, this is like a 5 minute fair value gap here, and I don't want to see price come below this level. This is the 5 minute fair value gap. Then on the 1 minute, this is what we have here. The price should. So if I should see a break of structure or a shift in market structure here on the 1 minute, I'm going to exit this market. So I'm leaving this gap just in case price want to sweep this low as a potential liquidity spot. So let me show you what I should be expecting. So just like I said, we actually trade below this low. We trade below this low here, then we've had a new structure. That means we'll be going bearish like that. So that's why I have my break even around this level. So I don't expect to see this, but anything can happen in the market. That is why I'm just going to secure this profit down to this level and watch out if we are going to actually get to the full take profit or not. So that will be all. I'm going to bring back the feedback in maybe 2 hours time. We should be able to either hit the break even or full TP. Just like I anticipated here, we had a shift in market structure. So I got out from the trade and you can see what happened here. Price created this liquidity right above here on the 1 minute, took it out from this very level here. Let me show you. So the price took out this liquidity. See, the price found this liquidity right above you, took it out and dropped down a little bit. So ever since then, we've been going down from this level. So I told you that this trade might not go to full take profit. So that was what I was expecting, and I was gonna go out for the trade if I should see something else. And yeah, we are actually trying to go to our 4 hour point of interest. So you check out on the 15 minutes. I'm waiting for a full retracement down to the 4 hour point of interest here. So I'll not be engaging in anything until I get to this level here. So that was what's going to happen. That we did not join this trade just like every other, just like how the former one was. So we're not able to join this trade because price just reduced to this level possibility to go to the target. And you can see I got stopped out here because we had a shift in market structure downwards here. You see how price did came back to the entry level, retraced at ready to find out a profit. So I was expecting another sweep below this low. I was expecting another sweep below this low from here, maybe mitigating our point of interest. But that did not happen because price was not just gonna play along with us. So today I was actually looking at a second entry from this level during the New York time frame, but yeah, price did not really come back to here to this zone, this fair value gap to completely fill it up. So I think I've really missed this setup for now, and that will be all on this, target. We met our target, and this setup did not play out, so that will be all on this trade. So alright guys, remember my point of interest I had for yesterday around this fair value gap, and I told you I was looking at taking a trade from this very fair value gap. So today during the New York session, this is about 355. This is the New York session, and price came around this fair value gap and I took the trade. So I'm currently on this trade, so I kind of got a second opportunity on this market. And looking at it, it happened to be a higher time frame point of interest, which is on the 4 hour. It's also a fair value gap, so that was why I took this trade. So this is a fair value gap on the 4 hours. Then you can see on the 1 minute, I just entered as price as soon as our level got mitigated. So I'll just be, trying to follow this trade slowly to see where we can really go. Although I'm not really expecting much because of the momentum I'm seeing in the market, but I'm still on the trade. Let me show you. I'll just have to set my trade to break even, or I'll close up this one little. So I'm going to close half of it because it's way too much entry for me. So I'm closing half position, which is about $18 done. So that's how you minimize. So you see now I have two on the lot size. Like I reduced the lot size to two, so I've actually secured a little bit of position of profit rather. Then I will just maybe trade my stop loss right above the break even level. So that's it guys. I'll be holding this trade, although I think there's gonna be like a retracement from this resistant level. This look like a, I don't know, but looking at the 4 hours, I don't know what's gonna happen guys. So I'm still hoping that we go up, because on the 5 minutes I'm not really seeing anything that can really attract price downwards. And on the 1 minute, aside for this fair value gap which has been mitigated here, this fair value gap, look at it here. So aside this fair value gap which has been mitigated, I don't want to see price close inside of this level. So if price should close inside here, I'm actually closing out. Yeah, there's no need staying in trade. So if I should even just take my distinct level here, so that would be all. I don't really want to do what I'm not supposed to do in the market. So from here, price should start going up massively, because if we should use it as our imaginary um inducement, this level as our imaginary inducement here, this low as our imaginary inducement on 1 minute. So I want to see price kick out from there. So anything that has to do below that level, then I'll be out of the market. I will just take all that little profit and just leave the market, because I don't see any potential point of interest around there that price is retracing to. So if price is coming back here, then price don't want to fulfill its target, which is going to this other line. So we'll just let it be. So that's one thing in trading. Do what you have to do and just allow price to play out. So there are many point of interest here, or levels that price can actually trade back to. So you don't really have to think about it too much. So let's just hope price plays along. If it does not, then we were able to secure a little bit profit, and we are doing it rightly. That's just all that matters. Do it well and do it right. So if we have this to be our imaginary inducement, yeah, we expect to see price push up from this level, nothing much. Because if it's coming down, it's seeking for more liquidity, and if we are looking for more liquidity, we are actually coming back to this low. So that's it. Yeah, I'll also wait a little bit to see how this price will play out before I conclude the video on this pair. Thank you for watching, and stay on to the next clip. But I got stopped out around this level, so that's just what happened to me today. This is like the third time I'm losing a good setup due to break even and the rest of it. I'm sure we've met all our targets for this week. I started analyzing since on Monday and looking at what we have seen so far, or what we have seen played out. I'm sure that I'm done on, yes, 100 for this week. So I don't think there's any other thing to expect or start analyzing from this market, unless I'm looking at a potential drop. Yeah, unless I'm looking at a potential sell, but I'm not really interested in this pair again. So maybe by next week I might come back to the chart and refresh everything. But for now, I've been too played by the market, so I might either start over trading or get confused. The network is very bad. That's why it's not loading. So for now, I might either get confused or to take a nasty decision. So I'll just let it be. But